in an Aboriginal in Australia, and you've like thrived in communities for 60.
Bro, where's the thing about like Aboriginals thriving for 60,000 years come from? Right, like people always bring this up as if when the British came, they introduced them to evil and violence, and prior to that, they were living on this idyllic land of milk and honey, and it was just kumbaya. There was cannibalism. There was other stuff that I can't even describe.
This source is probably one of the worst sources you could possibly have cited, and it's quite biased. As soon as you type in the quadrant online, it says that it's a conservative bias. And if you try to click on this article, you have to pay and subscribe to access it, which, by the way, doesn't actually have any historical evidence. So this claim is just non-factual. Compare this to something like the Sydney Law Review, which has 88 cases like case law, legislation, and peer-reviewed journal articles. And they held that as long as it was imaginable that Aboriginal people practiced cannibalism, it was a means that the British used to control the masses, and therefore justify colonization. For example, in this very famous case, Jameson fired and killed an Aboriginal man claiming that he was a cannibal. But several days later, that servant returned unharmed. So not only did he falsely accuse an Aboriginal person of cannibalism, but he used cannibalism as a justification to murder this man. And so he was tried for manslaughter. And so the fact they have literally like 88 references of just false allegations, this has to be one of the worst takes I've ever seen.